She said, "I'm keeping my options open until I see a ring." I replied, "Smart strategy." Then I started doing the same, and her best friend sent screenshots. The 3 a.m. doorbell ring and tearful speech about commitment was priceless. Original post. I, 31 male, have been with Brianna, 29, for about 18 months. We met through mutual friends, hit it off, started dating. For the most part, things were solid. We weren't living together. She had her apartment. I had mine, but we saw each other 4 or 5 times a week. About 2 months ago, we were at her place watching TV when she got a text. Smiled at her phone in that specific way people do when they're getting attention they like. Then put it away quick when she noticed me noticing. Who was that? Oh, just Landon from work. He sent me a funny meme. Landon, right? The guy she'd mentioned a few times. The one who apparently thought she was hilarious and kept inviting her to after-work drinks. You going to those after-work things with him? She looked at me like I'd asked something ridiculous. Sometimes. It's networking, Nate. Don't be weird about it. I wasn't being weird, but okay. Fast forward to 3 weeks ago. We're at dinner, nice Italian place, and I'm thinking this might be heading somewhere serious. Maybe start talking about moving in together, future stuff. And she drops it. So I've been thinking about us. My stomach did that thing where it knows bad news is coming, but your brain hasn't caught up yet. We're good together, she continued. But I need to be realistic about my future. I'm almost 30. I want marriage, kids eventually, and I need to know a man is serious before I fully commit. Okay, I said slowly. I think we're pretty serious, but there's no ring. She said it matter of fact. Until there's a ring, I'm keeping my options open. It's just smart dating strategy in today's world. I'd be an idiot to put all my eggs in one basket when you haven't shown you're ready to commit. I sat back. Keeping your options open. Meaning what exactly? Meaning I'm still going to go on dates if someone interesting asks. See what's out there. I'm not going to pass up opportunities while I'm waiting around to see if you'll eventually propose. So you want to date other people. I want to be practical, Nate. You should understand. If you're not ready to put a ring on it, why should I reject other suitors? She used the word suitors unironically. The waiter came by. I ordered another beer. Needed a minute to process. And you're telling me this because I believe in communication. Transparency. I didn't want you to hear about me going on dates and get upset. This way, you know where we stand. Where we stand, right? And if I'm not cool with this, she shrugged, then maybe you should think about whether you're ready to take the next step. I'm not getting any younger, and I need to know my partner is committed. The audacity was kind of impressive, honestly. She wanted to shop around while keeping me as her main option and positioned it as my failure to commit. I finished my beer, thought about it, then said, "You're right. That is a smart strategy." She blinked. "Really? Yeah. Why should you limit your options? Makes total sense." She smiled, relieved. "I'm so glad you understand. Most guys would be insecure about it." "Nope. In fact, I think I'll do the same thing." The smile froze. "What?" "Keep my options open. Like you said, smart dating strategy. If we're not officially engaged, why should I limit myself? I should probably see what's out there too." That's different." "Ow, I'm the one who wants marriage. You're clearly not ready. So you get to date around, but I don't? Seems unfair." Her face went red. "I didn't think you'd actually." "Brianna, you're absolutely right. No ring, no exclusivity. I appreciate you teaching me that." The rest of dinner was tense. She kept trying to backtrack, saying she didn't mean it like that, but I wasn't budging. If she wanted to play games, I'd play them right back. She texted later that night. "I think you misunderstood what I was saying. Can we talk?" "Me? I understood perfectly. Talk soon." The next day, I reactivated my dating apps, updated my photos, downloaded Hinge, since apparently that's where people find actual relationships now. Within a week, I had 3 dates set up. Update 1. So things escalated quickly. Tuesday night, had coffee with Alexis, a teacher I matched with on Bumble. Nice conversation, nothing serious, just getting to know each other. She was funny, easy to talk to. We made plans to grab dinner that weekend. Thursday, drinks with Hannah, a nurse. Also good time. Again, nothing crazy, just casual dating like Brianna specifically said was fine. Friday afternoon, I'm at work when my phone starts blowing up. And I mean blowing up. Text from Brianna. We need to talk. Now. I can't believe you. Veronica showed me everything. How could you do this to me? Veronica. Brianna's best friend since college. Makes sense she'd be monitoring my social media like a hawk. I called her on my lunch break. You're dating? She answered screaming. You're actually dating other women? Yeah, like we discussed. Keeping my options open. That's not what I meant, and you know it. Brianna, you literally told me you'd be going on dates with other men. That was theoretical. I was making a point about commitment. So you're not actually dating other guys? Silence. Then, that's not the issue here. Actually, it is exactly the issue. You said no ring means no exclusivity. I agreed. Now I'm doing what you suggested. I suggested it for me because I have biological clock pressure. You're a man. You don't have the same timeline. So, double standards? This is completely different. You're just doing this to hurt me. I'm doing this because you told me it was smart dating strategy. I'm being smart. She hung up, called back 30 seconds later. We need to talk in person. Tonight. Can't. I have plans. Cancel them. Nope. I have a date. A date? You have a date tonight? While we're together. We're not together exclusively, remember? You made that very clear. Nate, I'll call you this weekend. Have a good night. I went on my dinner date with Alexis. Had a great time. She's cool. We're seeing each other again Wednesday. Saturday morning, 10 a.m., my doorbell rang. Brianne is standing there with Veronica and another friend, Kennedy. I opened the door. Morning. We need to talk, Brianna said, pushing past me. The other two followed. Come on in, I guess. They sat on my couch like it was an intervention, which I guess it kind of was. Veronica jumped in first. You're being incredibly immature about this. You know that, right? How so? Brianna tried to have an honest conversation about the future, and you're acting like a child throwing a tantrum. Kennedy nodded. You're clearly trying to hurt her. That's emotional manipulation. I looked at Brianna. Did you tell them what you actually said? I told them I expressed concerns about our timeline. Tell them the exact words. Nate, tell them you said you're keeping your options open and dating other people until I propose. Veronica's expression flickered. Kennedy shifted uncomfortably. Is that true? Veronica asked. I was making a point about needing commitment. Brianna said, but I wasn't actually going to do it. So you threatened to date other men to manipulate me into proposing. I asked calmly. That's not. You're twisting it. Did you or did you not say you'd be going on dates with other guys? I said I was keeping my options open. Right. So I'm keeping mine open. What's the problem? Kennedy jumped in. The problem is you're being vindictive. She's your girlfriend. She literally told me she doesn't want to be exclusive until I propose. Her words, not mine. She didn't think you'd actually, Veronica started. What? Take her at her word? Respect her stated boundaries. Brianna stood up. This is ridiculous. I'm not playing this game with you. It's not a game. You set the rules. I'm following them. Either you stop this right now, or we're done. Your call. She stared at me, waiting for me to crack. When I didn't, her eyes filled with tears. I can't believe you're doing this. After everything we've been through. Brianna, you told me you wanted to date other people. I respected that. Now you're mad I'm doing the same thing you said you'd do. Make it make sense. You know, I didn't mean it like that. How was I supposed to know? You seem pretty serious. Used words like smart strategy and practical. Veronica stood up. Come on, Bri. He's clearly not going to listen to reason. They left. Brianna slammed my door so hard a picture frame fell off the wall. Sunday afternoon, her dad called me. Her dad. Nathan, it's Gerald. We need to talk about how you're treating my daughter. Oh, this was going to be good. Hi, Gerald. What's up? Brianna came over yesterday very upset. Says you've been seeing other women behind her back. Not behind her back. She knew about it. She says you're trying to punish her for wanting commitment. Did she tell you she said she was keeping her options open to date other men unless I proposed? Pause. She mentioned something about having a conversation about the future. She told me she'd be going on dates with other guys until I put a ring on her finger. I said that was fair and I'd do the same. Now she's upset I actually did it. Longer pause. That does seem inconsistent. Right. But you have to understand, she's under a lot of pressure. Her sister just got engaged, Her friends are all married. She's feeling anxious about her timeline. I get that. But telling your boyfriend you're going to date other men isn't the solution. She probably didn't mean it literally. Gerald, with respect, if she didn't mean it, she shouldn't have said it. Especially not the way she said it. She was very clear and very specific. Silence. Then, I'll talk to her. But maybe go easy on her. She really cares about you. If she cared about me, she wouldn't have threatened to date other people to manipulate me into proposing. He sighed. Young people make things so complicated. Then hung up. Update 2. This week has been absolutely wild. Monday morning, got a text from Alex, a mutual friend who's part of our larger social circle. Dude, WTF is going on with you and Brianna? Long story. What did you hear? She's telling everyone you cheated on her. There it is. I didn't cheat. She told me she was keeping her options open and dating other guys unless I proposed. I said, okay, I'll do the same. Now she's mad I actually did it. That's not the story she's telling. What she's saying? That you guys had a minor disagreement about timelines and you immediately went out and slept with multiple women to get back at her. I haven't slept with anyone. I've been on 3 dates. Coffee and dinner. That's it. Her version is way more dramatic. Of course it was. By Tuesday, half her friend group was apparently discussing it. Some people asked me directly. Some just stopped responding to group chat messages. The narrative Brianna spun was getting around fast. Wednesday, I went on my second date with Alexis. Really nice time. We went to this taco place she knew, talked for 3 hours. Feels like something could develop here if we keep seeing each other. Walking back to my car around 10 p.m., who do I see parked across the street? Brianna's silver Honda. She was watching us. I waved. She peeled out. Thursday morning, got a call from our property management company. Someone filed a noise complaint about my unit. Excessive noise late at night. Parties, disturbances. I live alone and work early mornings, I told them. I'm in bed by 11 most nights. Who filed the complaint? We can't disclose that, but if we receive more complaints, we'll need to investigate. Sure. Totally random timing. Friday, my Instagram was full of comments on old photos. Brianna had gone through 2 years of posts commenting things like, liar, can't believe I wasted my time, and hope she knows what she's getting. I deleted them and blocked her. Then Saturday happened. 3:17 a.m. My doorbell rings. Ring, 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 ring. Won't stop. I stumbled out of bed, checked my phone camera. Brianna, standing there in sweatpants and a hoodie, mascara running down her face. I opened the door. It's 3 a.m. I needed to see you. She was crying, actually sobbing. Please, can we just talk? You've been telling people I cheated on you. I was hurt. You were seeing other women. You told me you were going to see other men. I did exactly what you said you'd do. But I didn't think you'd actually. I thought you'd fight for me. Show me you wanted to commit. By proposing under threat? That's not commitment, Brianna. That's manipulation. I just wanted you to care enough to prove you wanted a future with me. So you threatened to date other guys to test me? I needed to know you were serious. And when I took you at your word, you decided I was the bad guy. She slumped against my doorframe. I love you. I made a mistake. I shouldn't have said those things. You meant every word when you said it. I was scared. Scared you weren't ready for marriage, and I was wasting my time. So instead of having an actual conversation about timelines, you threatened to cheat and then got mad when I called your bluff? It wasn't a bluff. I mean, I was serious about needing commitment. Right. And I was serious about keeping my options open if that's how we're doing things. Can we please just reset? Forget I ever said it? Go back to how things were. No. Why not? Because you showed me who you are. You wanted to keep me on the hook while you explored other options. Why did the same thing? You lost it. That tells me everything I need to know. I'm willing to be exclusive now. Only you. How generous. Now that you realize I won't just sit around waiting. Nate, please. I'll do anything. Go home, Brianna. Get some sleep. Just give me another chance. You had your chance. You use it to play games. I'm not interested anymore. She started crying harder. You're really going to throw away 18 months over this? You're the one who threw it away. I'm just not pretending it can be fixed. What about Alexis? You've been seeing her. Yeah, she's cool. We're taking it slow. You'd rather date some random girl than work things out with me? Some random girl who hasn't threatened to date other men unless I propose? Yeah, actually, she stood there, tears streaming, looking destroyed. Part of me felt bad, but mostly I just felt tired. Go home, I said again. Move on. Find someone who will play these games with you. It's not me. I closed the door. Heard her standing out there for another 5 minutes before finally leaving. Sunday afternoon, Veronica called. You're a real piece of work, you know that. What do you want, Veronica? Brianna is devastated. She came to you vulnerable, and you rejected her. She came to me after spreading lies about me cheating, filing fake noise complaints, and stalking my date. That's not vulnerability. That's consequences. She made a mistake. She was scared about the future. She told me she was going to date other men unless I married her. When I said, okay, I'll date too, she lost her mind. That's not a mistake. That's entitlement. You could have just proposed. Then none of this would have happened. Veronica, if someone threatens to cheat unless you propose, you should not propose to that person. That's manipulation 101. She wasn't threatening to cheat. She literally said she'd go on dates with other men. What do you call that? She was trying to have a conversation about commitment. By threatening to date other people? That's not a conversation. That's an ultimatum wrapped in emotional manipulation. You're being deliberately obtuse. I'm being accurate, and I'm done with this conversation. I hung up. Monday evening, Gerald called again. Nathan, Brianna's not doing well. She's barely eating. I'm sorry to hear that. Is there any chance you two could work this out? She really does love you. Gerald, she told me she was keeping her options open to date other men. When I did the same, she turned everyone against me, lied about me cheating, and stalked my date. That's not love. She's young. She panicked. She's 29. Old enough to know threatening to cheat isn't how you communicate about marriage. What if she apologized? Really apologized? She showed up at 3 a.m. crying, but didn't apologize. She just wanted me to forget it happened and take her back. Give her some time. Let her process. Maybe she'll come around. Gerald, I'm seeing someone else. Even if Brianna did apologize, which she won't, we're done. She burned that bridge. You've moved on already? She told me to keep my options open. I found someone who doesn't play mind games. So yeah, I moved on. He was quiet. Then, I understand. I'm sorry it ended this way. Me too. Final update. It's been about 6 weeks. Figure I owe you all the conclusion. Brianna tried 3 more times to talk, but I didn't engage. Blocked her number after the second call. Blocked her friends after they started the group attack text, calling me heartless. Alexis and I are still seeing each other. It's going really well. We've been exclusive for about 3 weeks now. Not because she threatened me, but because we both actually wanted to be. Novel concept, I know. We had dinner last week, and she asked about the Brianna situation since some of it came up through mutual connections. So, she really told you she was going to date other guys? Yep. Said it was smart strategy. Keeping her options open until I proposed. Alexis laughed. That's insane. Who does that? Someone who thinks threatening to leave will make you desperate enough to propose. Did she actually go on dates? No idea. Honestly, don't care. The threat was enough. What if she called your bluff, and you never actually started dating? Then she would have proven she was serious, and we'd have broken up anyway. Either way, I wasn't proposing under those conditions. Smart man. Heard through the grapevine that Brianna's dating someone new. Some guy from her gym who apparently asked her out after she complained about me to him. They've been together like 3 weeks, and according to Kennedy, who still follows me and apparently can't resist updating mutual friends, Brianna's already talking about timelines and expectations. Good luck to that guy. He's going to need it. The friend group kind of split down the middle. Some people understood my side once they heard the full story. Others bought Brianna's victim narrative and decided I was the villain. Lost a few friends in the process, but honestly, if they were willing to believe I'm the kind of person who'd cheat without even asking my side, they weren't real friends anyway. Gerald texted me last week. Heard you're seeing someone. Hope she makes you happy. Sorry things went sideways with Brianna. I appreciated that. He's a good guy stuck with a daughter who hasn't learned that manipulation isn't a relationship strategy. Well, I learned from all this. If someone threatens to date other people unless you propose, they're showing you exactly who they are. Believe them. Don't make threats you're not prepared to have called. Brianna thought I'd panic and propose. Instead, I called her bluff, and she lost it. The double standard is real. She wanted freedom to explore options while keeping me locked down. When I wanted the same freedom, suddenly I was the bad guy. People who actually want to get married have conversations about timelines, values, and futures. They don't threaten to cheat to force a proposal. Brianna got exactly what she asked for. I kept my options open. She just didn't expect I'd find someone better. The funniest part? 2 days ago, I ran into Veronica at the grocery store. She saw me, looked like she wanted to say something, then just walked away. I grabbed my stuff and was heading to check out when I heard her on the phone in the next aisle. I don't know. She's talking about moving in with him already. I know. Well, maybe if you'd actually proposed when you had the chance. Bree, you literally told him you'd date other guys. What did you expect? Even her best friend gets it now. As for me and Alexis, we're taking things day by day. No threats, no manipulation, no games. Just two people who like each other figuring out if we want a future together. Crazy concept, right? Treating your partner with respect instead of trying to manipulate them into commitment. Brianna could have had that. Instead, she played games and lost. That's not my problem anymore. To anyone dealing with similar situations, if someone threatens the relationship to force your hand, they're not ready for marriage. They're ready for control. Don't reward that behavior. Walk away, keep your dignity, and find someone who doesn't think love is a negotiation tactic. Thanks for following along. I'm out.